Yo guys, welcome back to another Rezero video. Now I know I've been lazy, I've not uploaded anything this weekend because I was too busy. It was my birthday, okay? I didn't want to do anything, it was my birthday. And I know I'm like a day late for all of this news, so I'm not going to go over the news. I'm just literally going to tell you there's a new subjugation event. It's already in the game, so you've probably already been playing it. I've got the new artwork on loop above me if you care to take a look. Obviously I couldn't fit it all because it's all different sizes and stuff in the frame, so I couldn't fit it all in perfectly, but you'll get the core images. That Rem is so adorable. However, the idle Ram memory crystal artwork is by far my favorite. But yeah, no, so what we have is translations. So I'm going to go over the translations. We're going to look at the artwork a little bit, and then I'm going to give my opinions on the new units. Now, if I am correct, I know my dude Respect over on the Rezero Lost in Memory Discord, by the way, link to that in the description. Big shout out to you guys for the translations on this one. He is going to be updating the tier lists, I do believe tomorrow, I think. So there should be a new tier list video coming. I have made a decision that given that this isn't out on global yet, gameplay videos are not going to get that many views anyway, so I'm just going to stick strictly to news for now, and then if we get a global launch, I will be the first one out on the gameplay beginner guides and everything like that to welcome in the new players, because I know there are a hell of a lot of people waiting in the wings for a global version. Anyway, let's get into these translations and we'll go from here. Starting off with the Valentine's Petra. Okay dokie then. Red unit, Happy Valentine, Petra. Leader skill, red allies, defense plus 35%. Okay. Her stats, 12,631 HP, 937 attack on the lower end there. Not the lowest end, but on the lower end nonetheless. 155 agility, okay, standard. Nothing, I don't think like anything out of the ordinary, like too out of the ordinary with the stats there. We're gonna look at the skills now. So the basic attack, firstly, cleaning. Physical attacks, a single enemy with 266 to 400% power with a 50 to 100% chance of decreasing agility for 1 turn. Okay, agility manipulation is always going to be pretty important, especially in PvP. But for one turn not fantastic, but it's still an agility manipulator, which is still it's reasonably good. Skill 1, clear your mind, a 4 to 2 turn cooldown. Physical attacks, a single enemy with 400 to 600% power with a 50 to 100% chance of inflicting charm. Now I'm assuming charm is like taunt in this scenario. I actually haven't come across too many charm units, so I'm not quite sure. Usually in other games it, like, you know, they start or they become infatuated and can't move. In a few games the scenario is they actually attack their own teammates, so I'm not quite sure how it works in this game, because like I said, I haven't come across too many units, or in fact I haven't come across another unit that does charm yet. If you have and you know how it works, please drop it in the comments below. Skill 2, Chocolates of True Feelings. Increases all allies, a 5 to 3 turn cooldown, sorry. Increases all allies defense and crit rate for 2 turns, and increases allies action gauge by 50%. Ooh, what? Okay, that's a pretty, no, I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty serious skill. I do like that. Increasing defense and crit, so survivability and damage output. Now, increasing defense can sometimes be or seem a little bit niche, but while increasing crit at the same time, yeah, I can probably work with that, to be fair. Slap her on a team with like 2 other nukes and then maybe a healer if you need it, but I rarely do need healers. And you can probably do a decent chunk of damage with the charm. I mean, she's stalling, so we're looking at stall teams here, so she's probably going to be more used in PvP rather than PvE, although the defense and crit increase makes her a little bit viable in PvE, just not that much. 20% addition, 20% to buffs at max. Okay. And finally, the bonus stats are defense, debuff resistance, and defense attributes. Amelia Camp, human, physical, maid, and Valentine's. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next one. I'm pretty sure this is the one everyone else, or all of you guys, are more focused on, and that would be the Happy Valentine Ram. Now, leader skill, green allies HP plus 40%, 19,375 HP. I don't know about you, but that seems a lot. You know what? I'm actually going to scroll up real quick and I'm going to compare it to some other units, because that, I mean, 13,000, 12,000. Yeah, but she's I mean, 16,000 here, and that's on the Do we? You know what? I want to go back. Actually, I know of one other tank that may be that hefty. There we go. All right, so the older Red Wilhelm, decent amount of health. Yeah, man, she's sitting on a higher end health pool right there. That is yeah. Okay, I like that. I do like that. Wow, that actually caught me by surprise a little bit. I didn't expect her to have that much health. 937 maximum attack. Okay, cool. 158 agility. Okay, that's decent. A little bit. She's parring a little bit above most units, with the standard being around 151 to 155. Her basic attack, magic attack, a single enemy with 266 to 400% power, standard, with a 50 to 100% chance to inflict taunt. So she's a tank that inflicts taunt. We've seen that before. We've seen that before. Skill 1, emergency food, a passive skill. If an enemy uses an ability that increases their action gauge, the effect is reduced by 50% when attacked. There is a 50 to 100% chance to recover 5 to 10% of your maximum HP. Okay, so she's going to taunt enemies, and then when she gets hit, she's going to recover 10% of her maximum HP when skill 1 is maxed out. Also, she reduces action gauge buffs on the enemy team by 50%. That is actually, that's pretty darn strong. I just said darn. No, that actually is really good. But then I'm a sucker for tanks and stall teams and things like that, so I'm trying really hard not to summon at the minute. I really do need to save up my my gems. Skill 2, Duty, Chocolate, Shockwave, 5 to 3 turn cooldown, magic attack, a single enemy with 534 to 800% power, with a 50 to 100% chance to inflict charm, and a 100% chance to increase all allies' defense and agility by 2 turns. The charm, I like. The fact that she actually does damage is still a good thing, and it's single target, 800% power. Not the highest percentage we've seen, but I do think, I mean, it's not even going to do, I don't think it's going to hit considerably hard, given that she's got 937 maximum attack there. But the charm, okay, so the crowd control on her is amazing. The self-sustain is amazing. Like, she can heal herself by getting hit. Wow, so... What the hell? If she gets hit, her passive basically at maximum will let her heal what? 1,937.5 HP every time. So if she gets hit like 3 times in a row, okay, I can see her stalling out. If you add an additional healer to that, maybe you'll be great. I can see her being used in some PvP teams, just not all. I can't see her being used in PvE that much, but that's just my opinion. But saying this, I do need to go down. I took all this time talking about them, and then I realized there were actually memory crystals we had to go over as well. So we have singing and dancing maid sisters. Now, I love this artwork. This is my favorite artwork out of the whole update. If the characters are made, agility plus 4%, 4%, 5%, and then finally at max, if a characters are made at the beginning of the battle, there is a 100% chance that you will increase your action gauge by 50%. Okay, what now? That's pretty strong, and I'm pretty sure we got a copy of this for free. Okay, so it's 6%, 4%, 4%, 5%. Okay, so 19% there, and then the 50% action gauge. That's actually really, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's a pretty strong memory crystal. And then finally, the making chocolate for Subaru Summer. Increased crit rate by, well, okay, it's just a flat increased crit rate memory crystal. That's actually really good. 25% crit rate increase. Whoa, okay. I can think of a few units that would benefit from this card. What do I think of these units overall? I am a sucker for tanks anyway. They may find some niche usage in PvP. I mean, as we're getting to a point where there now are more viable PvP units, we're starting to see a breakdown and a mix-up of different teams being used in the meta. So we might see an introduction of more tanks, but at the minute, action gauge manipulation is still the core meta. So tanks, I don't know. Plus, we can still we do have the ability to remove debuffs, and what would, like, for example, the recent Reinhardt can passively remove 1 debuff on himself anyway. So taunts and charms not always going to be as reliable as I'd like them to be. So overall, these are good units, but I don't think they're like game breaking. They are probably going to be used more in PvP than PvE, and that is just my opinion. However, if they are waifu or they are best girl for you, obviously go summon if you need to. That is going to be everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to drop a like if you did, subscribe if you are not. Social media links in the description, and as always, guys, I love you, and I'll catch you later.